You know, I heard a lot of disgusting things about this resort. First of all, I heard it was cheap. People were practically naked in the pools, taking shots, getting wasted off of unlimited alcohol, eating like gluttonous pigs, partying from the morning until night.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try!
Yeah, I heard all about it. So I immediately told Brandy, we have to book this. This year is just a year of budget travel for us. Well, I guess it's kind of a year for budget travel for us every year, but this year's extra super low budget. So we decided RIU Republica, an adult all-inclusive in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and it's known to be a party resort.
A party resort?
We are going on vacation again with our friends Matt and April. They have arrived a day before us. We are looking forward to spending some quality time with them and partying.
I am very excited for the party.
We've had pretty good results with RIUs in the past. RIU usually offers a great value, and this resort was super cheap. But I've seen mixed reviews about the food and the resort itself.
Like some of the reviews are like, there's mold everywhere. There are bugs just crawling all over the walls.
Cockroaches and stuff like that.
Dirty sheets, blood all over the sheets, like someone got murdered. No washcloths in the room, not enough waters. Some people say they went in and they had no air conditioning, no hot water, and their mini fridge were empty. They say the food is awful. Everybody knows that the hot dogs in the sports bar are not edible. I've heard that the drinks at this resort are very watered down.
But the question that you might be asking yourself is RIU Republica really that bad? Is it really a party resort? Well, we're about to find out.
We will find out if all of these are true. I will sacrifice comfort for party life. Party.
Our goals haven't changed. I still have this one thing that I haven't done yet that I am determined to do. We are going to record one of the greatest travel vlog series of all time.
I think this might be the one, folks. I think it might be the one. This series is gonna be what you can expect to see from the RIU Republica now.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be fun. It'll be a good time regardless.
It's a RIU, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, right?
I was hoping that I could come in here and say the RIU Republica was much better than what my expectations were. But when it comes to first impressions,
I ended up in a basement.
Wow, it's been a long travel day. I tried to sleep on the plane. I can't sleep on planes. I have a hard time. Last night I got maybe 3-4 hours.
Once you get into the Punta Cana airport, it is beautiful. So we walked out to where the transportation center is.
We booked our transportation through RIU, which included a transfer service. At the airport, signage led us to a company called Destination Services. An employee directed us to a shared van where we made several stops at other RIU resorts. Although the drive from Punta Cana International to RIU Republica is usually 30 minutes, the extra stops extended our travel time.
Long travel day, but we made it.
And then we get here to the RIU Republica and the drinks are flowing.
Gonna start this room tour off right. If you drink a little bit more, maybe the room's gonna look better. Our mini fridge is not cold. Since our beers are not cold, I have opted to make myself a rum and cola here. I'm too short, so I can't reach. So there's my rum. So I'm just gonna pour some Pepsi in there, and that's how we're gonna start our day. I planned on just drinking cerveza, but they had other plans for me. All right, let's get this room tour started. There we go. We are in room 2180. It is a standard king room. When you walk into the room keys turn on your electricity. There is a safe off to the right, a closet with doors that are heavy and hard to move, extra blankets, ironing board, iron. Nothing special. The bathroom, nice big shower, huge shower, completely rusted shower fixtures, but hopefully they work. This room as a whole just seems to be a little bit behind. So this is James's favorite part of every RIU room, the glass shower. There is a hairdryer. We'll check that situation out later. There is the toilet with a toilet bowl cleaner. There are 2 towels. We've read a lot of reviews that there's no washcloths. That is accurate. Our towels look kind of dingy as well. 2 hand towels, 2 towels. That is all, folks. Nothing else.
Not very soft. They've been used quite a bit.
Nothing extra. A very large mirror, which every female will appreciate. You have your mini bar, like I said. It gives you, in your mini bar, you will start out with 4 beers. They're Presidente beers, and then there's only a couple waters, which we'll have to request more waters on the app, and some sodas. This is only stocked every 2 days, which would normally be fine. Like, we won't need all those sodas, but the beer and the water is gonna have to be restocked.
What?
There's Dominican coffee, which I'm very excited about. Dominican coffee is fantastic. And then you have your liquor bar. So you have dry gin, you have vodka, rum, and whiskey. So this is the bed. When we walked in, the very first thing I noticed was the hysterical pillows. There are 3 very small pillows for a king-size bed. They're like the tiniest pillows I've ever seen. They use toddler-sized pillows on a king-size bed. This is what we had to do to make our charger stay in. When we plugged the phone charger in, it didn't stay. So thankfully my husband is handy. So we do recommend bringing tape. There's only a couple outlets in this room. 3 max. There's a dresser, a TV. This is the other interesting thing. The couch is absolutely ugly as can be.
I like it.
But again, like if you look around, the room is definitely used and abused. There are like signs of wear and tear pretty much everywhere you go. So that's pretty much it. There's a balcony here. There is a ceiling fan, which I appreciate. Just a very basic room. It's very basic. I think this might be the most beat up room we've had at a RIU. So here is the balcony. We have a standard king room, so keep that in mind. This is a basic room, but we'll talk about that check-in experience here in just a little bit. So the doors are really light. I'm used to heavy doors. This one's light, but right here is your lock. That is locked when it's up. You can look up there, see that it is locked. And then down here, that is unlocked. You can open your door. And here is our view. There's 2 chairs, an ashtray, an area to dry your swimsuits. Our friends are right there. So you definitely want to make sure that you close your balcony door. I know that it sounds like a great idea to keep it open, allow the outside, the smell to come in, whatever have you. This keeps your moisture out. So that's pretty much it for our standard king room. The standard rooms come in double and king. This one is a king. I think it's first come, first serve. So with our research and playing around on the app on the way here, there is an area where you can request things to be brought to your room. Pillows, drinks, any kind of drink, you can specify what you want. You just add an additional number. So you can do pillows, blankets, pretty much anything in your room. There are no washcloths, so that's also another thing that we will be adding. Hand towels.
Oh.
Like that's what they're using as washcloths, I assume. I don't know what else to say about the room, but yeah, I think that's about it. But I want to talk about our check-in process. We have arrived at the RIU. Our friends greeted us with a cerveza and a water after our long travel day.
Check-in was actually pretty fast. I think Brandy had done a pre-check-in through mobile. That can expedite the whole process for you. We went up to a special desk. Guy checking us in, he knows we have friends, and he says,
"Oh, friends? Your friends?" "Yes." "What's your room number?" And April gave him their room number. And he said, "Oh, okay." So he gets the map out and he said, "You were here in a standard room, but I'm gonna upgrade your room and we'll put you right next to your friends."
he's like, you guys can tip, you don't have to. He just kind of threw it out there real fast. Like, you guys don't have to tip me, but
We help our people out.
when you ask for a tip, it's not the same.
Got a room right next to our friends.
The whole process was really fast.
I'm so excited about this resort because the reviews are interesting. It was a little bit of a walk to our room. Our friends brought us here. I might have struggled finding our room. We were given a map to walk over and a circled map. It would have probably taken us a while to find our room, but we're here now. We did have to walk up all of our luggage up steps. I'm sure there is an elevator somewhere, but we didn't see it. So we walked all of our luggage up. When we got to our room door was open. It was not fully shut, and here we are. It is time to go get a good drink. Find our friends at the pool, even though I'm ready for dinner. I'm not dressing up for dinner tonight. We're going to Mexican.
But RIU Republica doesn't have a Mexican restaurant. Before it got dark, we went out to the pool, and we're kind of like in the middle pool. I don't really know what it's called yet. I haven't done all my research yet.
Yeah, we've literally been out at the pool for less than a half an hour, and this couple was out here swimming, and he took her swimsuit top all the way up, and they were hardcore making out.
So we were sitting at the pool for a little while, bullshitting, catching up with our friends, and then we went out to the beach, and I saw the beach for the first time, and the beach here is just beautiful. The water is gorgeous, but the waves were a little rough. I don't know, it was a red flag today, let's just say that. But the water looks beautiful, the sand is beautiful, gorgeous right here on this property. The property at first glance looks really pretty, but if you look a little bit closer, you can see it's seen better days. But this room reminds me much of our RIU Reggae Jamaica room. The night starts getting a little fuzzier. We go to the Spanish restaurant. Now, the ladies kept calling it Mexican. It's Spanish.
Not Mexican.
There are 8 restaurants at RIU Republica that you do not have to make reservations for. After you get seated, you can go right up and choose your food from a buffet-style setup. Brandy kept calling the restaurant Mexican because she was craving tacos and quesadillas.
There's no Mexican food at the buffet.
Turns out Olé is actually a Spanish restaurant.
Weird.
There's a difference. And let's just say Brandy was a little tipsy, so I wasn't about to get into a geography lesson at the moment. You know what? I'll just let drunk Brandy tell the story.
So we went to Olé. Olé, 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 Olé. Okay, will you stop talking? Done? Yep. So tonight we went to the Olé restaurant. I was so excited to go to the Mexican restaurant. We go. There's a buffet of non-Mexican food. No, there is potatoes, there is non-Mexican everything. There isn't one Mexican food item. Nah.
There were like a few items on the menu that you could order from. So we all ordered something from the menu.
3 items on the menu. Cod, pig cheek, and there's sirloin.
The food was okay. It wasn't terrible.
I get my food, and I'm eating it, and I'm like, tastes like nothing Mexican because I didn't have any tacos. I had no quesadillas.
Wait,
Tacos. I had
Is it Mexican or Spanish?
0 Spanish or Mexican
Wait,
food.
is it called Spanish?
You know what I had?
You're completely wrong.
Stop.
It's Spanish.
It doesn't even matter.
No, it does.
Because I had
Spanish and Mexican are completely
or deviled eggs.
different things.
Or deviled eggs, either. Deviled eggs. They failed if it was Mexican, and they failed if it was
I remember
Spanish.
seeing there was a Mexican restaurant here, honestly.
Well, if it was a Spanish restaurant,
Yeah.
what did they do? I ate rice that had some like fresh fish in it.
Might be Spanish, though.
Yeah, well, guess what didn't have flavor? The rice with fish in it.
I thought you liked your food.
I liked my food at the Mexican restaurant.
It is so good.
Is it?
Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole.
So, first restaurant, it was okay. So we leave there. You know, we had some drinks there, and that's, I think, when my buzz really started kicking after we left there. We kind of just were bouncing around to different bars and stuff, but went and caught some entertainment at the theater. We found a table. It was a show. What you expect at these places. You know, we've been to other RIUs in the past, and the show was pretty much just like how they are at any of the other RIUs. It's just to give you something to do. A bunch of people gathering there. There are a lot of people at this resort, but the resort's so big that it's only like times like those that you really notice how many people are out and about this place. So yeah, we sit there, we watch the show, and the more we sit around, the more tired Brandy and I get.
We got this bar over here, not sure what it is. We got this other bar over here to the left. I'm assuming this is not open all the time. Getting tired.
I don't know what I'm watching. I think I'm watching, I don't even know.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bored with this. I'm ready to do something else.
We just experienced the ghetto version of the RIU Republica. I walked into the bathroom and there was 0 lights. There was a hole in the ceiling with no lights. So I had to turn on my flashlight, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to pee, and I find myself giggling because this cannot be real. It was dark. I have to turn on my flashlight to see the toilet paper. I don't even know.
I don't even get what you're talking about.
We went to the nightclub tonight. Dark as hell. Why so dark in there?
They have like this room set up for all of these lights to be on and party lights and da-da-da-da, but it was dark.
Way darker than what it was when we went to the RIU Reggae, Jamaica. Same nightclub basically, just it felt a little bit smaller. Why aren't they turned on the lights?
It felt weird. It felt more like Fight Club than Club.
And there were so many people crammed into there that we left. I did a couple dance moves and we headed out. That's when Matt and April called it done.
Our friends went to bed, but it was our first night, so we stayed out a little longer. That was a mistake.
Last night was a rough first night. We got here like right before it got dark, so we didn't really have time to explore the resort, which actually bit us in the butt pretty good.
We don't know our way around the resort yet. It's weird because I was looking at the maps on the way here, getting kind of educated on it, and then I stepped foot on the grounds. I'm like, okay, I'm lost. Which way am I going? And yesterday we got here, we did a little room tour, met with Matt and April by the pool, the beach, made it there, but we followed them. They picked us up from the room. We kind of just followed them, not really paying attention, just in the moment, and immediately started drinking. We got lost.
We got separated at night after our friends had went to bed.
I walked away. Next thing you know, I don't know where she's at. And she doesn't know where I'm at. We're walking around trying to find each other.
I really have no idea where I'm going. Trying to find my way back. It's kind of late.
This resort is pretty large.
I had no idea where I was. James had no idea where he was. I ended up in a basement of the resort. I don't know if it was like a literal basement, but the rooms were like single digit. 3 RIU staff members saw me down there and each of them said, "You don't belong down here. You should not be down here," but not one of them helped me out. It was a little bit scary where I was at. Like, what is down here? What is this? I found the nearest stairs and went up. Still had no clue where I was.
This resort is like a maze to us right now.
But ended up finding my husband.
She saw me walking. We met back up.
Found each other and...
We had only been to a couple places sober last night. So we kind of walked around and then eventually figured out, hey, wait, I remember being here. So I just kind of backtracked from a certain point and we ended up finding our room.
I was out like a light about 15 minutes later.
So I'm glad I was paying attention at least that one part of the day on how to get back to the room. To avoid confusion on your first day, here are some tips based on my experience. First, I didn't realize from the map just how large this resort was. This was my mistake. I originally thought the entrance was near the south end of the property, but the lobby is actually located elsewhere. This threw me off. At check-in, we were given a new map. For the directions to make sense to me, I needed to flip it because if you're standing in the middle of the lobby facing the check-in desks, the ocean is to your right. So if I would have flipped the map, it would have been easier to understand. Another tip is to walk through the walkways in the center of the resort instead of the hallways, as the hallways are all dark and look the same. Walk through the center and cross over to your room until you get familiar with the layout. Not to mention, these walkways have signs to help guide you. Finally, don't drink too much until you figure out how to get to your room. So that was the mistake that we made yesterday. Now, our first impressions of this resort so far, not so great, but not terrible either. Hear me out. We get into the room and we're like, yeah, this room's seen better days. It's pretty beat up, but it's not terrible. I mean, I don't see any cockroaches yet, but there's no bed bugs. That's good. I took a shower. Water was warm. Not hot, but warm. Warm enough. The plugs in the room, all of them are trash. What's going on with our refrigerator? It was like frozen when we got here yesterday, but it was not cold on the inside. Like nothing was cold, but it was frozen. Today it's like melting. So like I keep getting puddles down on the floor. Can't adjust the temperature in the damn thing because the knob is missing. So I can't get in there. I have to have some needle nose pliers or something to even mess with the temperature. The towels are raggedy. They're not soft. They need to find a new home, and then they need to bring in some brand new ones. They're not dirty. They were white and soft at one time. Now they're like kind of rough and not fresh white as they could be.
It's creepy. All the hallways are dark everywhere. They're very dimly lit. That needs to change. They need to be better lit.
Employees have it's kind of been hit or miss. I don't know how to take them. Most of them seem very friendly, but I feel like they deal with a lot of shitty customers a lot, so it's hard to read them, and that's unfortunate.
The pillows are terrible. I slept pretty well on them, but there's not enough of them. For the size of the bed, there needs to be more pillows. After further investigation, I realized that our refrigerator is not even plugged in. Yeah, so I just plugged it in. Of course, I shouldn't have to plug in the refrigerator. That's kind of weird. Okay. I haven't experienced any watered down drinks or anything, but felt like they were about on par with any other all-inclusive that we've ever been to, drink-wise, how the strength of them and everything. But then again, I wasn't drinking a lot of liquor yesterday, so yeah, I just got drunk off of beer, man. I didn't pregame hard enough. I didn't pregame hard enough.
But yesterday overall was a good day, but the ending was kind of meh.
I don't know how I feel about it yet. So far, it's left a bad taste in my mouth, I'm not gonna lie. But I haven't experienced anything yet. The beach looks beautiful, I will say that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully things get better, but...
Could have been better.
Cloudy day, but that didn't stop us from having a good time. We were in the room a little bit later this morning, got up and got everything done that we needed to, got organized in this room.
This morning, got a little bit of a late start.
Today I woke up feeling like straight garbage. Felt like my brain was trying to escape out of my ears. I did not feel good at all.
Today we've been settling into the RIU Republica. Cloudy day in Punta Cana today. You never know how vacation's gonna be.
Yeah, it was very cloudy day, and it was spit rain here and there, and then it poured.
It didn't really stop me from doing anything, just meant that I didn't get burnt.
We'll make the best of it. I don't care. You can't fix the weather.
We walked around the resort today, getting a feel for it, finding out the restaurants. It is a beautiful grounds.
It's a big resort. There's a lot of walking, which I like, but I'm sure if you're not able to do the walking, it might be a little bit tough. So we walked around, found all the bars, the pools, the restaurants. There is a map on the RIU app that you can pull up, and it will show you your exact location so you know which way to go, which would have been very helpful to know that last night.
I really have no idea where I'm going. Trying to find my way back to my room.
Before you hit the bar scene, take a quick walk around the resort and get familiar with the layout. Trust us, it'll save you some late night stumbles. Here's a quick breakdown of RIU Republica. See this building in the center? That's the main lobby where you check in. The resort basically splits into two sections from there. Right here in the center, you'll find the lobby, the 24-hour sports bar, and the main entertainment area. On both sides, you got plenty of pools and restaurants. This one tends to be a bit quieter, while this one's livelier with the party scene. Hungry? No worries. There are two buffets, one on each side serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All the rooms are located on the outside of the property with all the fun stuff in the center. Easy, right? This should give you a good starting point.
Went to guest services, had a great experience at guest services. They were able to help us get James's Wi-Fi hooked up. They were wonderful. We went to Coco's Bar here out at the beach. It is the beach bar. It is down towards the end. When you walk out of the beach, if you go left, but that is also where they have the wedding set up at. It is right at the property line, and that's also where I got my coffee. It is a coffee machine, not like a handmade coffee. There is no coffee bar here. They don't have that here.
RIU Republica has plenty of food options. During the day, you've got two buffet choices, one on each side of the resort, serving up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're craving something different, there's a jerk barbecue station open for lunch, and the steakhouse has a snack bar. When dinner time rolls around, the choices get even better. There's a steakhouse, an Asian fusion spot, an Italian restaurant, a Spanish eatery, and an Indian place. And if you're feeling fancy, there are two gourmet restaurants, one on each side of the resort.
There are so many areas to sit that you can always find a little place where you want to just sit, read a book, not talk to any humans. You can probably sit somewhere and not see a human for a little while. So many different areas of the resort if you just go around and look.
They were walking around with trays of mojitos, just handing them out. Brandy, you sleeping?
What?
You can't get a freaking towel around here. The towel thing that I've read about them not having enough towels for the guests, true story. I actually tried to get 2 towels just a little bit ago, completely out. It's midday. I need more towels at this resort.
If you give your towel back and then you need one later on, it's always 25 minutes. They'd be like, no towels, no towels.
How many times have you had someone tell you 25 minutes?
4 times. Hey, don't give your towel up. Just hang it up, let it dry out. Hang
Yeah.
on to it.
I'm assuming that's what everyone's doing. That's probably why there's no towels, right?
Right.
But still, like, why don't you have enough towels? Like, come on.
True. Why not?
We ate lunch at the Jerk Station.
The jerk chicken hut that they have is right by the pool.
It was great. I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the Jerk Station.
Spicy and delicious.
The chicken was falling off the bone, delicious. The barbecue sauce was phenomenal. Yeah, it's slow cooked. It's pre-cooked and it's cooked on a grill that's right there, so the whole area smells delish.
But the only thing that I didn't like about this Jerk Station here was lack of sides.
They're missing vegetables. Like I liked at the other reuse, they have like Caribbean style veggies, but they only have hot dogs and chicken.
So other than that, that's all you got over at the Jerk Station. Very basic at this one.
We're kind of sitting at the beach. It's the beach before the beach. You hit the sand. There's no water right here at this point, but you walk past these little palm trees over here and you're on the beach.
We hung out at the beach there for a little bit. I'm blown away. It's actually one of the nicer beaches that I've been to at a resort.
It really is that beautiful. We didn't have this pretty of a beach at Breathless.
No.
I didn't like that
Absolutely
beach
not.
as much.
This is perfect. So we're out here at the beach, and it is the absolutely stunning beach. Tons of seats all the way up into the palm trees. There are vendors out here, but they're not pushy. You tell them no thank you, and they move on to the next. There are people out here taking pictures with monkeys, parrots, lizards, that kind of thing. That is normal. So when you're in an all-inclusive, an adult only, you can expect to see some interesting humans. While out here at the beach, I encountered that.
I happened to see a guy that was high as a kite and playing with his
Oh my God, that guy's, what the hell did I just witness?
A gentleman wearing a string bikini decided to,
No. Oh my God.
he's helicoptering it.
Oh, come on.
And he is very fidgety. I don't know what's going on up there, but he can't sit still. I can't believe what I witnessed. I was just in shock.
Right there, by himself, up there, string bikini. What is wrong with people?
but I went back to take our friends so they could witness it because it's something you just had to see for yourself.
Crazy out here.
He was gone. But I remember what he looks like. Gonna be watching for him. But we had a good time.
And then it just started downpouring. It actually felt really good. It's just that I had some of my gear in my backpack and I didn't want it to get wet.
There's no bar here.
You go bar, man.
And this leads to our first experience at the party bar. Aquamar or something like that.
Beer.
Got to experience the party pool and the party bar. Got to watch some of the bartenders go like this to liquor bottles. Yeah, I'm thinking they were empty. They were partying it up behind the bar. I've read a lot of reviews that the bartenders are always drunk. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't think any of them seemed drunk. I feel like they probably had a great time today at work and were working with their people that they enjoyed working with and had a great time, but I totally could be wrong.
By then, people were drunk enough to where you could kind of get what the vibe was going on that bar. It's just staff members out there doing some kind of like little performance. It seems pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go back to that bar. I like that.
Aquamar gets all the hype as a party pool, but don't let that fool you. It's definitely lively, but not as wild as some make it out to be. If you prefer a more relaxed vibe, there are plenty of other pools to choose from. As the day wore on, we decided it was time to head back to our room early and freshen up for dinner.
Is that where you went, down the basement? Nope, that is a little more sketchy than what I was at.
Where I was last night was where the tourists are not supposed to be.
All day, we kept ragging on Brandy's wild tale about getting lost in the RIU's basement the night before. We don't even know that this basement even exists.
I ended up in a basement of the resort. It was a little bit scary where I was at. Like, what is down here? What is this?
Sure, her story was a stretch, but she did have a point. Those hallways can be kind of creepy.
There's a lot of dim lit areas in this resort. A lot of bulbs out in these hallways.
This is the hallways that we walk through to go to our room.
Doesn't feel fun. These hallways need to be more fun.
Well, I was scared yesterday. I was in the basement of some room. I probably was in that thing right there. Look, I was probably in there.
I thought we were.
Like, I used to watch a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street when I was a kid, and I used to have a lot of nightmares. And I feel like these hallways could be in those nightmares that I used to have. Like, I could see Freddy chasing me down these hallways. Like, it just freaks me out a little bit, you know?
Okay, so we're in this area and it smells like straight sewage. It's kind of stinky.
So we learned today that there's limited towels and limited hot water.
It was not a hot shower, just like kind of everybody talks about. But in the mornings, I had hot showers. James had a warm shower last night, so maybe they need bigger water heaters. I don't know how that works, but we ordered 2 extra pillows. We ordered fresh towels. We ordered all that on the app, and our pillows came. So now we have 5 pillows now. That was perfect. That worked out very well for us. The housekeeper did great. She made our room look so nice. She made us like a little towel animal with little flowers in it. The room was probably cleaner than it was when we got here. So kudos to housekeeping. Well, we got around and then we went down and sat outside of the little sports bar and had some drinks down there at the lobby and just chatted with April for a while.
Nachos and jalapenos. That's like my favorite.
And then we went to the buffet that's back by the quieter pools back there.
It was a buffet. Enough options there for anyone, but I felt that it was pretty mediocre.
Nothing that I'll remember, but
Yeah, but it was good for the moment, right?
yeah, but it wasn't like terrible. Thought the variety in there was good.
I thought it was really good. At the selections, I had pizza on my plate and I had crab. They had like a whole seafood area and then they had sushi. And then they had like a crepe bar where they made you fresh crepes. The crepes were, they were so good.
I don't mind it. I don't think it was good.
But they had a bunch of desserts.
How are the desserts here?
Dude, this is the freaking, tiramisu. It's not very good.
Like, I know he talked about it when we went to Italy, but
It's normally very good. That is not. They had waffle bar as well, which was pretty popular.
let's see if it's as good as it looks.
It looks so good.
My waffle is dry though. It's alright though. I won't complain because it's all good.
But yeah, I actually thought it was pretty good. But overall, as a whole so far, this resort's food is meh. For this price point, the food's been okay.
I will say, after we left that buffet last night, my stomach started feeling a little queasy. You never know exactly what that is from. You know, was it from the buffet or was it from the drinks that I've been drinking all day? You know, what could have been a million things. But I didn't have any explosive. I was okay. I didn't end up even have to go to the bathroom or anything. So it was good. It was all good.
So after dinner, Matt called it a night. He had a headache behind his eyes. He was done. So he went back, and then James, April, and we went back down to the white party.
Party mode enabled. I brought nothing white.
It was very similar to the white party that we experienced at RIU Montego Bay in Jamaica.
But if you really want a party experience, check out the RIU pool parties. These wild events happen at a separate RIU party venue near RIU Bamboo, and all nearby RIU guests are invited to join the fun. So sign up for the free shuttle to take you there from your RIU resort.
Got some drinks at the bar, took a shot.
Lemon drops.
The bartenders down there were really nice. The drinks were good down there.
So yeah, they started handing out these little like balloons at the white party.
Tried to make some balloon animals. Mine popped. I sucked.
We didn't have anybody of the balloon art nature. Nobody knew how to make anything out of balloons. April attempted to, and she was getting a little frustrated. I think she managed to make something, but it was still kind of sad looking. It was a nice try.
After the white party, I don't know where we went.
We went out to the lobby and hung out in the lobby. We did some shots. I was trying to get them to do tequila, but no one wants to do tequila.
I just drank warm tequila.
Come on.
I am very up because you keep pushing shots on me. But the drinks have been pretty on point and strong.
Went to the sports bar to get food because we love snacks. We go to eat snacks there.
They ran out of food at the sports bar, so they had to like restock everything in the little warmers.
And then we go to the chips, and then there is no cheese.
The chips are stale. You need the cheese.
There's no lettuce. There's no hamburger buns.
There's no mayonnaise.
There's no mayonnaise.
What's going on with the mayonnaise?
Only ketchup and mustard. But I like my ketchup on my bun.
April eats a bun with ketchup on it. Old school poor. I eat weird too. Bologna with ketchup.
I don't do bologna.
Yeah, my whole life is disgusting.
Mine too.
The hot dogs do look real sketchy.
Well, I read a lot about these hot dogs. The hot dogs in the sports bar.
Hot diggity dog.
People say they're gross, they're disgusting. Like a true reviewer or whatever we do here, I don't really know what we're doing. Is this a review? I don't really know. I think I'm gonna try out these hot dogs. How bad could they be?
Is it midnight? Because we're gonna eat hot dogs that have been sitting all day.
He is willing to sacrifice all of his health for some hot dogs. So that's what we're about to do.
We're gonna feed him.
We're gonna feed hot dogs.
I had to try them out.
Oh man, those look delicious.
The ladies fed the hot dogs to me. I don't know. I might not survive this. You don't know what's gonna happen to me days down the road. Like, is this gonna affect the rest of my vacation, me eating those hot dogs? I don't know. They were getting condiments all up in my beard. The next day, I woke up and I could smell mustard and ketchup in my beard. They feel like they look worse than what they are because they like sit around soupy water.
The hot dogs, they look gross, but James says they're not too bad.
The reviewers are wrong.
Those hot dogs were
delicious.
They are wrong.
Muy bien. You know, the real thing that you should be questioning and what you should be upset about is, where's the mayonnaise? I couldn't find any mayonnaise. So we got some snacks at the sports bar. Brandy got some nachos.
I'm cold cheese. Came back up to the room and called it a night.
I tried a hamburger. I mean, those things are just for like late night, like if you're drunk. I mean, it's not even that pleasing when you're drunk. And I was feeling pretty good last night.
It's come to that time of night where we have to say goodbye.
And surprisingly, it turned out to be a great day at RIU Republica despite the weather. We've seen a lot of posts about people stressing over the weather forecast in Punta Cana. Let's be real, tropical weather is unpredictable. We had one cloudy day, but it didn't ruin our trip. It's best to just focus on enjoying your vacation, rain or shine. But that's not to say there weren't any flaws.
Did you hear in the reviews?
That the RIU Republica is the spirit
of the RIU.
Of the RIUs in Punta Cana. And it's not a lie. But the beach, true. But I'm telling you what, the beach is
oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Bomb. Oh, and those hot dogs at the sports bar? After sobering up and watching this footage, I've changed my mind. I'd recommend skipping them.
Today is a much more beautiful day. It's a sunny day here in Punta Cana. It's 10 o'clock and Brandy's not ready. Last night she was like, I want to go in early tonight. That way I can get up early, right? Haven't left the room yet. Are you ready to party? Cheers.
Cheers. Now, I'm ready to drink some water and a cup of coffee.
I thought you were a party animal.
All right. Deep down in my soul I am, but my body says no. Just dehydration.
Hydration was key that day because this was the day we recorded our intense bar and pool crawl video.
We're doing a bar crawl here at the RIU Republica. We are going to go to every bar they have, which is 9. 9 is a lot. Let's pray that we're not getting carried from one bar to the other. We will be hitting up every pool and every bar.
I've been drinking since 8 a.m.
And to make things even more interesting, we're throwing down a cocktail challenge. At every single bar, we're gonna tackle a different drink from their menu. Now remember, RIU Republica is known for being budget friendly. So these cocktails might not be award winners, but hey, that's half the fun, right? We're here for the adventure, the poolside laughs, and maybe even discovering the most interesting concoctions this resort has to offer.
Let's do this.
We had the jerk station for lunch once again.
We're gonna hit up the jerk station again.
Delicious.
You eating a hot dog? It's fun. That sauce is good.
We are at our first bar of the day, Coco's Beach Bar.
Coco's Beach Bar, tucked away for a chill vibe, perfect for escaping the pool scene.
I don't think a lot of people know about this.
Matt and April didn't realize it was even there. Think comfy chairs, partial ocean view, QR code menu on the tables. Now let's try our first drink of the day.
At the Coco's Beach Bar, we opted for the Dr. Funk.
Dr. Funk.
It's pretty darn good.
First bar, Coco's Beach Bar. Nice chill spot right there before you go on the beach. And they got bathrooms there too. So yeah, cool bar.
Yes, I love it.
Usually like older crowd I see hanging out at that bar, just trying to relax and get away from the craziness that's going on at some of the other bars.
First pool stop wasn't a pool at all, but just as amazing.
It's the biggest body of water here at the RIU Republica, the ocean.
RIU Republica's beach with crazy blue water and soft sand.
The water is pretty blue, comparable to what you would see in Cancun, and I didn't know that they had beaches this pretty.
It's beautiful. The waves today are a little rough, but beautiful beach.
Waves were a little wild, but I had to jump in.
I've been looking at this water this whole time. I gotta get in. So I got in. The waves were slamming into me. It was fun, but I noticed that very quickly I was getting dragged, and I was very far away from Brandy and April that were on shore. So if you're not like a strong swimmer or anything, probably get in a little bit. Just don't be going out too far. They got lifeguards and stuff on duty watching out for people and stuff, but don't risk it if you're not that great of a swimmer.
RIU Republica's beach was quite impressive. Although the water wasn't calm and tranquil, it was still one of the most beautiful beaches we had visited recently. It provided plenty of chairs to relax, but as I mentioned, watch out for those waves if you're not a strong swimmer. All right, now let's head on over to the other side of RIU Republica.
This is our first pool of the day. First real pool of the day. Second bar.
Next stop, Saona Bar and Pool. This aquatic bar offers the best of both worlds. Dipping your toes in or chilling by the pool, this bar caters to both in-water and out-of-water lovers. They even have a small stage with entertainment on some nights. Plenty of seating with small tables, perfect for chilling in the shade with a drink. Open during the day, and for evening gatherings, Saona Bar is a great spot to soak up the fun.
This is a 2-in-1, so we're marking 2 off the list.
This is our second bar, first actual pool. The ocean doesn't count as a pool, right? But it's beautiful too.
Ordered a couple drinks. I got a Cartagena. They all have the same bar menu. Pick a drink, a bar. I like rum. Let's see how Matt likes his drink. Oh, yeah.
I think by the time I get to the end of this, I'm not going to be able to speak right. I can't even talk sober, so it doesn't matter.
We're going to get in this pool.
This will be our first actual swimming pool that we'll be hitting up here. This one has a swim-up bar, so we're going to check it out.
I'm actually getting used to this drink. It's not that bad.
This pool features the first of 3 swim-up bars at RIU Republica.
I love these swim-up bars at the Rius. Where they have a swim-up bar, they always had like these little islands with seating. So cool, I really like that. A lot of little shady areas around it and really around in a lot of the pools. They're playing a lot of Latin music.
I like this bar. It's just enough party. Yeah, it is chill enough to enjoy, but there's still music. There's younger people, but it's mainly like people my age and older.
Nice pool if you want music, but you don't want to get too crazy. Like a regular swim-up bar at a resort kind of vibe, I felt like.
Up next, pool number 2. This one's a short walk from Saona Pool, but way smaller, water polo pool.
The next pool that we decided to stop at was the sports pool, where you have the option to play volleyball. I hope they don't mind that we're getting in their pool and disrupt their volleyball game.
There were a bunch of guys there playing volleyball. We didn't want to disrupt their game, so we just kind of got in, did our little thing right there, and left. That looks like it would be really fun if you're coming here with a group of people to get in that pool and do that.
The downside is there's no bar or restroom super close by, but hey, it's not too far from Saona Bar, so grab a couple drinks before heading over. Time for some peace and quiet. Our third stop is the adults pool, a sun-drenched sanctuary. The oldest people that I've seen at this resort were at this pool.
There's no music here. It's a chill pool with no music. Older population, ramp to get in, which is awesome. 2 ramps. There's one there and there's one here.
Actually, there's quite a few pools that have handicap ramps, but this pool is big and quiet, not a whole lot of people in it. Very chill pool.
It's paradise, really. The breeze, the beautiful view.
It is beautiful.
Are those drinks kicking in?
Yeah, so many drinks.
There is no bar here. I haven't seen anybody taking drink orders, but they were over at the other one, so I assume they'll be over here.
This is my favorite pool.
Why?
It's nap time.
We came back here another day for some serious pool float chill time. Need to cool down and some thrills? Hidden away at RIU Republica, this fun little water park offers slides that all lead to a refreshing pool.
Splash Water Park.
Matt and I decided to try them all, and let me tell you, they were fantastic. With twists, turns, and refreshing drops, there's a slide for everyone. They were only allowing 2 people to go down that 4-person slide.
Here we go.
Every single one of them was awesome. They were all fantastic.
Damn, that was quick. I'm taking the blue. Here we go.
A lot of them seem like they start out normal, and then as you get about halfway down, you start zooming. You have to take steps to get up to the top. Those steps can get wet. Just be careful. Don't be like trying to run up the steps because you could really hurt yourself going up them. Super fun. Keep your eye out for when those are open. If you look on the app tells you when all these places are open, when each bar is open. So make sure you download the RIU app. It is super useful. It's your lifeline at this place, really. It gives you a map of the place, everything.
Water slides, awesome. You have to try out the water slides.
Sweet, and love it.
After all that fun, we needed a cool drink and a change of scenery. Our next stop is La Guira Bar. La Guira Bar. La Guira. I don't know. This stunning bar is the heart of RIU Republica's lobby. Imagine a big, beautiful space that seamlessly blends the outdoors in, with comfy seating options for every mood. Whether you want to relax in a cozy corner or soak up the resort vibes at a central table, this bar has you covered. It's a chill spot during the day and picks up a lively vibe around dinner time.
James is already trying to get me to take shots.
He's a pusher.
We said negative ghostwriter.
Cheers. We have made it to our 3rd bar, and we are at the La Guira bar in the lobby. Pronunciation probably failed. And I got an espresso martini. So good. We got them here last night, and they are so good. This is a nice little bar. There's lots of seating. At night, it's kind of hopping. During the day, it's nice and low-key. Sports bar and snacks is right behind you. I can't take April seriously. She's dancing behind you. Ooh, I want some nachos.
Calling all champions and champions of late night snacking, our next stop is the undisputed champ of post-party munchies, the sports bar. Open 24/7, this is your haven for conquering hunger after the night owls take flight. Now athletes, listen up. The food here is all about convenience, not culinary gold medals, okay? Think burgers, hot dogs, nachos, fuel to keep you going between dance battles. Or post-dinner fun. They have like this little cooler that's got some snacks in there and then some condiments. Sports bar is your only place to open after all the restaurants and everything closed down. It's the only place that you can get food. There's no room service here, so you're kind of out of luck. But hold on, sports fans. There's more to the sports bar than just questionable cuisine. It's about celebrating victories, air hockey, foosball, pool tables, and TVs. It's a sports fan's paradise. That might be a little exaggerated, but just remember, paradise gets a little crowded during peak cheering hours. Super cool bar. It gets busy at night. In the daytime, it's kind of dead. It was dead when we went in there.
We are at the sports bar, and I got the drink. Turquesa Dreams.
It's not humid at all.
Not bad. Tastes dreamy.
There's
Taste dreamy.
It's like a flower.
Number 4, baby.
Number 4. Nachos.
You're dipping your bread in the nacho cheese.
Don't want any of the meat.
Have I ever told you that I like bread?
I know you like bread. I think I have a video of you eating a hot dog bun with condiments on it.
No.
I have no words. They, want to steak.
Now, some of these bars we had to skip and come back to because they're not open all day long. They're only open up certain hours of the day. We still had 3 more pools to hit up, so we started venturing out towards the pools at the end of the property.
Now, if the drinks were watered down, we'd be pretty sober by the end of the day, right? I don't know. We'll see.
Our next stop, La Ola Bar and Pool. Nestled on the opposite side of the resort from Saona Bar, La Ola offers a whole new pool scene to discover. Imagine this: a refreshing pool, comfy shaded seating under a big roof, and a large bar ready to quench your thirst. But La Ola holds a secret weapon, a bookshelf with donated books. Curl up with a good read and a cool drink. The pool itself is sprawling and offers 2 distinct vibes: a tranquil escape on one side and a lively fiesta atmosphere with a swim-up bar and in-pool islands on the other.
This is a pool and a bar all in one. It's a little bit of a party pool, but it's the older crowd's party pool, which is my jam. I like it. And it's exercise time. He's doing push-ups. This water's the people. It's really
Always music at that particular bar.
I don't understand the music, but it's whatever.
You're in another country. It makes sense.
I love this place.
Pool vibes there, not too crazy, but it was a happening place.
This is definitely your like mid-30s to 50s crowd. My crowd. I love that this resort is handicap accessible.
Wheelchair mat in the pool.
You see a lot of people that are wheelchair bound here, younger adults as well that are wheelchair bound. You see a lot of people with canes, and they make it very user friendly here.
I'm very up and I don't know if I can make it.
9 bars is a lot of bars.
Okay, so this is bar number, I don't even freaking know anymore. But I got a mint martini.
Agua martini.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's make it to 6 and 7. I hope I make it.
That is minty. It might be the alcohol.
Oh my god. What is that? Awful.
I figure it was like,
It tastes like sunblock smell.
No, it tastes like, I don't know. I don't really know. Next bar?
I could see myself hanging out at La Ola. All right, let's check out pool number 5, Quiet Pool. Quiet Pool offers a more relaxed atmosphere compared to its neighbors. Think of it as the chilled out middle sibling between 2 party animals.
We are in the quiet pool.
Which is not so quiet because you hear the music from over here at the party pool and you hear the music from the other La Ola. Not overcrowded. It's pretty big pool for the most part.
So there are tons of chairs. The pool is just really just you come and chill.
So it's kind of in between the vibe at the adult pool. So like if you like the adult pool but it's a little too quiet for you, you come here at the quiet pool and you can have the best of both worlds.
There's a lot of ramps in the pools, which I appreciate. There's a lot of Speedos that are happening around here, which I also appreciate. One of these days, we're going to get our guys to wear Speedos.
Hey. Yeah. Wait, what? I'm sorry. So this pool does not have a swim-up bar, but we're in between the 2 pools that do have a swim-up bar. Like the party pool over there has a swim-up bar, and the Latin pool over there has a swim-up bar. And both pools are very warm, nice. It seems like 1 server to each pool.
Yeah.
So
It's just a big space.
it is, and there's a lot of people, like especially now since it's a nice day, there's a lot of people out here. So sometimes it's faster just to go up to the bar and get your own beer.
The towel station is right off to the side of this pool. If you're lucky enough to get one, we've only been successful 1 time getting towels so far. And I think it's just what time of day you go to get it. You go down busy times, you're almost never gonna have a towel. Yeah, they run out of towels pretty easily here.
We're gonna finish off this tour here in the Aqua Bar at the party pool. It's gonna get crazy probably, just saying. Oh, I don't need my oil check.
Okay, party people, get ready for some midday fun. Our final poolside stop is Aquamar Bar and Pool. This spot is a magnet for the party crowd, especially during peak hours. Think refreshing drinks, poolside hangs, and a vibrant atmosphere. Just like the other poolside paradises, Aquamar offers a swim-up bar and shaded seating. Heads up, Aquamar Bar can get lively around midday, so be prepared to share the fun.
We are here at the Aquamar Bar. This is the grand finale of pools, the last pool that we are to visit tonight, Aquamar, the party pool. We're gonna see what this is all about. Get a drink? It's time to party.
For our drink at the lively Aquamar Bar, we opted for a crowd pleaser, the margarita.
I think it was about this time where we gave up on the drinks. After this margarita, we're like, I don't know that there's anything else that we want to order from this menu. So we got the margaritas and we kind of gave up on any kind of RIU drinks and just got our own drinks. Since we've been here, it's been a good mix of younger and older people, but they bring the entertainment crew out at this pool. They get the party going. Earlier in the day, it's not too crazy at all, but once people start drinking more and more, they hang out in that pool, and then about the middle of the day, things start cranking up a little bit. So far, I haven't seen anything that too crazy.
There's so much pee in this pool. It's cloudy. There's a lot of E. coli and ESBL in here. There is so much piss in here. It's cloudy.
The afternoon sun and refreshing drinks were starting to take their toll. With 3 more bars to visit, the group realized there were at least 3 more drinks to tackle. April, the cautious one,
Hey.
started to wonder if she was gonna make it.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try.
Cool pool, spent some time in there. Things weren't too crazy when we were there, but you never know when the crazy's gonna pop off at Aquamar.
Are we gonna make it to the last 3 bars of the night?
I don't know. We'll see.
I feel like we can accomplish this goal.
Pools are awesome here. All of them. There isn't one pool that I didn't like.
Our day of bar hopping was not over yet. We still had 3 more bars to visit.
With the pools conquered, we headed back to our room to fuel up for the final leg of our bar crawl. 3 more drinks to go.
If there's one food that Brandy could eat for the rest of her life, and that's it, it's mozzarella sticks. So we were on the hunt for mozzarella sticks. We got an inside tip from someone that said they got mozzarella sticks at the steakhouse. So next thing you know, we're heading to the steakhouse.
So the steakhouse is the only restaurant that apparently requires a reservation. Tried to make the reservation on the RIU app. Can't figure out how to do that. Go down to go just walk into the steakhouse. You're not allowed to do that. The guy at the steakhouse just kept saying, reservation only, reservation only. And I'm like, how do I make a reservation? And then finally an individual was walking out and he was like, you can't. You have to get here at 6 o'clock and wait in a long line, and then you get your reservation time. So you'll get like 6:15, 7:15, and they're in sections, and each section gets their food, and then that section leaves, and when that night is over, there is no more. That is ridiculous. I'm not going to wait in a line at 6 o'clock.
He said the steak wasn't even that great anyway. He says it's not even worth the trouble.
When we went to the steakhouse and we couldn't get in, the server at the buffet area
Overheard what we were talking about, and she said something along the lines of, come with me. I got what you need.
She said, I'll get you mozzarella sticks. Did she deliver? Absolutely.
Fresh mozzarella sticks right in front of us. Brandy was in heaven.
Dude, and they were good.
I think that moment, I think she fell in love with this resort that night.
Not 1 plate of mozzarella sticks, but 2. 2. She getting a huge ass tip.
Those mozzarella sticks were actually really good. They were fresh.
This is probably not the only restaurant we're gonna hit up tonight. April's hitting up the buffet. Oh, God bless America. Look at this. Oh, hell yeah, these are so good. They were so freaking good. They were probably the best mozzarella sticks I've ever had on vacation. Yeah. We're gonna go to the Italian restaurant or something. I'm gonna live on mozzarella sticks tonight. Oh man. Oh, that's so good.
She got us drinks. We got some wine. But we weren't gonna eat there.
I'm not impressed. I'm kind of a picky eater because I'm just kind of weird about what I eat, and there's nothing like labeled. I feel like it's the same stuff for lunch as it is for dinner at the buffet. I think they repurpose the food from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You'll see like donuts laid out at lunch, and then you'll see other things from lunch laid out at dinner, you know. But I feel like it's the same things for lunch and dinner. I didn't get any meat, just a little bit of a snack. So I'm ready to go to the Italian bar, okay?
What we've learned is you do not have to go to the steakhouse to get steak or mozzarella sticks. Steak is next door at the buffet. Mozzarella sticks are out here. They are so good. Who needs a steakhouse when you can get mozzarella sticks out here?
To this day, we're still scratching our heads over the whole steakhouse thing. But at least we found the mozzarella sticks.
We are here at the Tarantella. We're at the Italian restaurant here at the RIU Republica. And we went in and there's a little bit of a wait. So they gave us a little buzzer and told us about 20-minute wait, not too bad. So if you have to wait a little while, you just take a buzzer and you can go explore the resort.
Did they say how far that would go?
No, he might have. The language barrier is a little bit difficult in some of these restaurants. I need to do better. It's me, it's not them, it's me. I need to learn their language. I'm in their country. I want these in our backyard. I love them a lot.
The Italian was a buffet style.
All of the restaurants are like a buffet style kind of restaurant for the most part.
You go in, everybody sits and waits for you to go to the buffet. If you don't go to the buffet, they come and ask you why you haven't gone to the buffet.
Which I kind of like because it's like in and out. You don't have to sit around and wait for someone to bring your food to the table. And sometimes I just get tired and I just want to get up and move. So I actually like that. Some people want more of a real restaurant experience, and I understand that also. But we just want to get some food, get in and get out.
I'm excited. I love Italian food.
What are you gonna
Pasta. I want all the carbs.
Clams, steak, lasagna bolognese, calamari right here, fried. Eggplant parmesan with mushroom. And
Pizza.
Their attempt at Italian pizza, and it's way off. But it's good.
I don't even know what I got here, but I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be delicious.
Not bad. I didn't mind it at all. Of course, I was half sloshed by then, but I remember being pretty decent. On par with a lot of the other things that we've experienced here food-wise at this resort. Nothing crazy. It's gonna blow my mind. I'm ever gonna remember, but for what I paid, good enough.
It was good. I don't know that it would have been as good if I hadn't found the area where they make your pasta behind the buffet. I had the most amazing, some kind of pasta with stuff in it. I don't even know. He said, what would you like? And I said, I want everything. He goes, everything? Everything. All of it. Dude, that pasta was the best pasta I think I've ever had. So freaking delicious. It was out of this world delicious. Oh, yeah, I thought the food was good.
Oh my God, I have the hiccups. My hair is a wreck.
The food at the resort was interesting. Some dishes were surprisingly good, while others left a bit to be desired. But hey, for the price of a budget vacation, we weren't starving. And to be honest, the drinks definitely enhanced the dining experience.
I liked my food at the Mexican restaurant. It is so good.
Bar number 7 on our list is Plaza Bar. Plaza Bar is close to the evening action in the center of the resort. This bar opens at dinner time, transforming the space into a vibrant hub. Here you can grab a drink, relax in a comfortable spot, and enjoy the nightly entertainment.
We are at the Plaza Bar. I've decided, screw the RIU drinks. They're not great. I'm getting a Jack and Coke. James is getting a beer. Here we are.
Standard bar, nothing too special about the Plaza. It's just a good place to get your drinks when you're at the theater show or just walking by. There's another bar back there in that section called the Latino Bar, which is another larger bar. This is kind of up closer to the stage.
Latino Bar. This area is the heart of RIU Republica's evening scene, located next to the main stage. Think of it as the place to catch the nightly entertainment, grab a drink, and soak up the fun atmosphere.
We're at the Latino Bar at the Plaza area at the theater. It is at the RIU stage. It's only open during the times that the stage is open. Not impressed with the service at all. Worst, this was, lots of people. However, the bartenders move very slow.
Here.
Turtles.
What?
I got a tequila sunrise. So it's not on the menu, but that menu. Cheers. My tequila sunrise
It's very strong. It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, but it's strong.
The first one to tap out because it's been 3 days of drinking nonstop, 12 hours at a time. Yes, I've been drinking since 9 a.m.
So you guys were pre-gaming before the...
Before you even turned around in bed and scratched your ass, yes.
I am super proud of myself that I'm still alive. Yesterday morning was very rough.
Let's go. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last.
Oh, I am right there with you. I'm way drunk.
Our bar hop, bar crawl, whatever you want to call it, was ending. One more official bar to go to, and it was Macau Bar. This laid-back spot offers a cool nighttime atmosphere with comfy seating and eye-catching lighting. It's close to some of the restaurants, making it perfect for a post-dinner drink or escaping the main stage energy.
Last bar, baby. Technically the last bar, but there's one more. There's one more bonus bar.
One more bonus bar.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh shit, guys! It's glass.
One.
We are here at the Macau Bar. This bar is off on its own by a couple restaurants. I got the best rum and coke that I've gotten at this resort.
That was the best rum and coke I've had. Yep.
Yeah, the menu, we put that off to the side. But they started giving us glass, so they think that we're trustworthy.
Yeah.
We're out of the pool and we're not at the beach. Now we get glassware. It is a very chill atmosphere here, and it has like spiky little glass things. Whoa. That felt so good. So we did it. We went to 9 bars in one day.
The drinks were really starting to hit us. We still had one more bar that we wanted to show everyone.
So it is officially the last bar of the evening. It is the Pacha Bar, which is the nightclub, the disco, whatever you want to call it. We are hanging in strong. Our friends called it a night about a half an hour ago, which is okay. The nightclub opens at 11. It has been a very long day of sunshine, drinking, dancing, water slides. A great, fantastic day. However, it has to come to an end. And I swear to all that is holy, I wanted it to come to an end a half an hour ago. But here we are, waiting for Pacha to open at 11 p.m. The last time we were at this nightclub, it was very dark, very drabby, very weird nightclub. So let's go see how it is now. 1 minute.
Last stop, Pacha Disco, RIU Republica's nightclub. Think classic nightclub vibes, dark, with a bit of extra mystery. The light show seemed to be taking a siesta, but hey, that just adds to the intrigue, right? We were the early birds this time, so the dance floor was all ours for a celebratory toast. In true fashion, we raised a shot of tequila, one of Brandy's favorites. Let's just say it was a night to remember, or maybe not remember, too clearly for Brandy.
The literal worst tequila I have ever had in my life. Disgusting tequila. Like, I can still taste it.
Brandy's being a little over dramatic. The tequila wasn't that bad. Brandy thinks she's gonna puke right now.
It's the warm tequila. I can't. It's that hot tequila.
Are you okay? Or?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm fine. I just drink warm tequila. I'm like really struggling with life. Hot tequila. Hot tequila. So I saw a familiar face today that was not welcome. The very first day when I got lost, I ended up in like this area that it was in the basement somewhere. I don't even know if it was a basement, single story, whatever. I don't even know what the hell it was. It was very obvious I was not to be there, and it was very uncomfortable, and I was scared and I was crying. 3 RIU staff members stopped me, told me I should not be down there. You guys, I saw him today. The guy that would not help me get out of there. He was working the front desk. As soon as I saw him, I looked at James and like, oh, I know that face. That's him. He was one of the ones that was down in that floor that came up to me. He was the one that actually put his hand on my shoulder and said, oh, sweetie.
You don't belong down here.
But didn't offer to help me get out of there. I have never in my life experienced anything like that, ever. If I would have not found my husband a few minutes later, I probably would have felt very uncomfortable for the rest of my trip.
For the most part, day 3 was a success. We got to know the pools and bars pretty well and even made some food discoveries. Unfortunately, day 4 had a different story.
It's gonna be a good day, gonna be a good day, gonna be a good day at the RIU Republica.
This morning I woke up and I did not feel good at all. I have the worst pains in my stomach. I have gotten sick 3 times. I feel like garbage. Crazy thing is I don't feel hungover. I don't have a headache, nothing like that. It is 100% my stomach. And I assume it is the food I ate last night. I woke up in the middle of the night with an upset stomach too, so I think it's the food. I had that Italian restaurant last night and had some seafood there, and yeah, I'm not feeling so swell, but I'm gonna persevere. Just blew up my raft. I'm gonna sit my big booty right in that raft today. James always asks me, so what's the plan for today? Today's plan is my butt's in my raft, and I'm not eating seafood. That's my other plan. But there is a RIU party tonight, so it will sign up on the bus to go over there, but only time will tell. It's our friends' last day, so we're gonna hang out, chill for a while. My stomach is not well.
Brandy's had a really rough time getting up. She hasn't been feeling as good. She's thinking that maybe she might have to start staying away from the seafood here. That could be what's doing it. I had seafood that one night when my stomach was a little messy, so might be the seafood.
I'm gonna puke again. I can't help it.
Brandy feels really bad. I feel freaking fantastic. Brandy just told me that I should leave. So I'm gonna get out of here and go see what's going on at the resort today.
Brandy told me she would meet up with me later, so I left the room and went to find something to eat. Remembering the delicious mozzarella sticks, I headed back to that same spot. I noticed a small snack bar and thought it would be quick.
They got some items over there for lunch where you can get like hamburgers, hot dogs. They had empanadas over there. They had, they also had pizza there. For buffet pizza, the pizza here at the resort's not too bad. I don't think, as long as you get it fresh. I'll eat any pizza though. There was more than just that, but nobody was cleaning off the tables, so all these birds were invading and eating the food off the tables. So there was bussers and stuff. I could see them walking around, but nobody seemed to really care.
There was like nobody attending those tables back there, so the birds were just having a free for all. They must have a photographer around here somewhere because they have a photography studio place where you can get your pictures. So find one of them photographers.
I've been very sick. It is almost noon and I haven't left the room yet. Sent my husband out to go hang out with our friends. I've taken so many things to help me feel better, but I just keep throwing up. I just keep getting sick. And my stomach feels like it's ripping. So I have read a lot of reviews that this does happen to people, but this is the first time ever on vacation that I have had this happen. I cannot stop getting sick.
By the time I got to the pool, she was already on her way out, so she joined up with us out at the adult pool.
Brandy was able to join us today.
It's a nice, calm, relaxing pool. It was a warm, sunny day, and we actually had service. There was one guy walking around picking up drinks and taking drink orders. So I'm assuming you'll get service at every pool, but don't expect there to be a whole lot of people walking around taking orders. You might have to get up and get the drinks yourself. Brandy got in for a little bit, in and out, kind of, but she was out there sleeping on one of the beach chairs, not feeling great.
Oh yeah, this is the life right here. Floating around. Brandy's still not feeling really great. She still feels like crap. Today's kind of been just a chill day for us. Looks like Matt might be getting in. If you're a stranger, onlooker, you see two men floating around in the pool, you might think, are these guys lovers? I love Matt, but he's not my type.
We just like crushing the beers together. So there's been a lot of reviews about this place being a party place.
A party place, there's a certain spot for the party. There's also a certain spot for chilling out, but that's what's good about this resort is the amount of options that you have with the pools, the bars, the food. The Wi-Fi is good everywhere you go. The water slides are an absolute must. Do it. Just do it. It was a lot of fun.
Man, Brandy's a mess. She's all, I don't know what's going on with her. I feel bad for her. Kind of sucks. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably didn't put on enough sunblock for this. I'm probably getting fried. Actually, I need to go put some on. How you doing? We're thinking about going to the spa.
Is it a jacuzzi tub, like a warm tub?
Yeah.
That's what I need in my life.
After enjoying the adults pool, we quickly returned to our rooms to drop off our rafts before heading to the spa. There are ice machines around this resort. You just have to keep your eye open. So we went to the spa.
We've been so excited about going and utilizing this spa that we've seen was very hidden.
How's it smell in here?
Refreshing.
It smells delicious in here. You think this is gonna make you feel better?
Yes, I might buy a massage.
It's free. You just have to go in and you go say, hey, can we go to the spa? And they say, yep. And you go to the right and you go through the locker rooms.
Hey, fresh towels.
Wow, thank you. Yes. It smells like man in here. I feel pretty good already.
I need a beer.
Oh, yeah. This is a colder, regular, cooler pool, and this is the warmer pool. We're gonna get into both and check them out. I am going into the warmer. Oh yeah. That's more like it for me. I want the warm, baby. Is this what you needed, Brandy?
Yeah. I need my stomach muscles to relax. I just feel like it's like...
Is this the only hot tub option then, basically? So I feel like this is kind of a spot where not a whole lot of people know about because we're the only ones here right now, right?
Well, you might be the only ones here because it smells like shit.
And then as soon as I walk in there, Brandy looks at me and goes, do you smell that? And I said, of course I do. It smells like caca.
Oh, did I forget to mention the resort's signature fragrance? A heavenly hint of sewage in certain areas of the property. So like, I guess I'm just kind of used to smelling it around here now, but the one thing about this, yes, is the smell of sewage is strong because we're very close to that little drainage area. We don't know exactly what's going on, but there's a part of this resort where kind of smell a little bit like sewage. It's not everywhere throughout the whole resort, but there's like pockets of it.
My cons would be the smell of sewage on the north side, and it is not good.
There's certain rooms here that you do not want to be in.
We are walking through these rooms and they smell like raw sewage. It smells terrible. Absolutely terrible. 10 out of 10 if you're over here. Request to move. It smells awful.
I hope that you're not one of those people that get one of those rooms.
And it was so relaxing. There was such a nice hot spa there, and then there was a cold one, so whatever your preference was, but the smell was so sorry. The smell was so overwhelming that it was disgusting. I couldn't even stand it. 5 minutes I was in there and then out.
Our room doesn't have no stink to it, I'll say that.
Right here it gets better. It looks better over here. 0187, so pretty little.
But as far as I know right now, this is your only hot tub option that you have here at this resort. This is warm. It's not super warm, but it's warm enough. There's no jets, but oh wait, there are jets. Yeah, how do you turn them on? We just haven't figured it out yet, I guess. Oh wow, I'm hearing some stuff now. It's a good spot to people watch, I guess, because you got people coming around the hall right here.
Feeling okay.
Better? Is this what you needed? It does smell a little bit like yeah, but...
Yeah.
some kind of weird sewage issue going on at this resort.
It smells so bad in here.
I get it now.
Is that poop?
So yeah, we had to get out of that spa because it was a little stinky.
Oh, I can't. We gotta move.
If you can't get towels at the beach and you're really desperate for a towel, maybe you can come here to the spa and grab a towel. They had a bunch of towels when we walked in. Just a little tip, I don't know. We'll see if they let us walk out with them.
So yeah, I walked right out with my towel pretty easily.
So did I. But I'm freezing, so.
Brandy's got 2 towels now.
Towels are a hot commodity around here. Our initial plans in the beginning, we were gonna go to this RIU party, which is at another resort. We saw everybody getting shuttled over there earlier today, but
We didn't end up going to the RIU party, so we missed out on that. I'm sorry, guys. We probably would have went to that if Brandy would have been feeling a little bit better today, but we went to Aquamar tonight and it was pretty chill actually because of the RIU party. So they had closed off the section of that swim up bar at some point with caution tape. I'm assuming they were treating with chemicals. I don't really know what was going on, but
The bar is still open.
so then we got around for dinner. It was our last night with our friends Matt and April. They go back a day earlier than us.
So tonight we met up with Matt and April and went to the lobby bar for some drinks.
Man, I will tell you what, this is the life. Relaxing here with my babe in the Dominican Republic, sipping on a margarita. She's feeling better, a little bit better, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, my body just hurts. Gonna eat my first meal at 7 p.m. I am feeling better. Got to take a really hot shower today. That was really nice. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We went to the Asian restaurant for dinner tonight. They had spring rolls. They had a lot of sushi, which if I hadn't been sick earlier, I would have ate the crap out of that sushi. It looked really good. There was a couple things on the dessert buffet that was a little bit questionable what it was, because it's not labeled. That's the one thing that I don't like about the restaurants is their food's not all labeled, so you really have no idea what you're getting sometimes. There were onion rings that was actually fried calamari.
Food, kind of like all of the food that you can get at the other places, but
I got such a huge concoction of food here, but it's gonna be delicious.
my food was good.
It was so good. I ate so much rice and it helped my stomach so much. I loved that place. When we were at the restaurant, the entire resort lost power.
That was weird.
The resort just lost power.
Never had that happen before on a resort yet. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. I always read about it happening to people, but first time for us. The staff acted like it wasn't happening.
We pretended to have a candlelight dinner, like a romantic dinner.
Hey, what you think of that?
So it was out for, I don't know, a couple minutes. Nobody seemed to freak out. Everybody just kind of like went with it, and the power came back on and everybody clapped and we moved forward.
Like it never happened.
Power went out. 2 minutes later, you can't even tell. The party continues.
Went shopping in that gift shop. Their gift shop here at this resort is very nice. The prices seem to be very reasonable. April bought a new sweatshirt for $31 and
Yeah, $30. I thought I was gonna pay like 60 or 70.
very reasonable price. So
I thought the shirts were good. However, we paid $9 a shot glass. Yeah, they're decorative shot glasses, but they were $9 a piece. We got 4. We paid more for the shot glasses than I did my shirt. 'Cause I like to buy something everywhere I go, but I usually don't buy it in the gift shops because it's ridiculous.
There you go.
So we go sit at the main entertainment stage, and there was a burlesque show for the entertainment.
we were all sitting there for a while, got a drink at the bar. The bartenders there at that theater bar make very good drinks. They're a little slow, but their drinks are very good. April got a pineapple and vodka, and it was probably the best one that I've ever had. It was very good.
I haven't had a single straw this whole time, but I just tried to suck on this little stirring stick like it was a straw, and everyone watched me suck on it.
About, I don't know, 15 minutes into it or so, someone at our table goes, so, what do you guys want to do? And everybody pretty much said at the same time, be anywhere but here.
It was making me very sleepy. I was not interested in it. I'm typically not interested in these entertainment things most of the time. I felt like I've seen it a million times or something. I don't know.
The choreography, the dancers, it was probably the best dancing that I've seen here, but the show just not my thing. So we left. Oh God,
Yeah.
the smell. But we went back to the other stage that's more in the back of the resort, or the front of the resort, I guess it would be.
Looks really pretty out there at night. So we went over there. They had some kind of entertainment going on over there.
And they had like a Latin performer there, which we actually didn't know was actually a performer because we sat around the corner. We thought it was like a DJ doing music or something, but it was actually a singer. And he did fine.
It wasn't much better than the burlesque show, let's just say that.
We stayed there for, about an hour or so, and then we decided to go back to our room.
Matt and April are leaving tomorrow, and I'm pretty upset. I think Brandy's upset about it too. We're gonna miss our friends.
We have to make this a good ending to their night.
We have such a long friendship. We don't see them as often as we should. I'll miss them, because I don't know when the next time I'm gonna talk to them. And it's just heartbreaking. It was an emotional time, and I'm an emotional guy, okay? I'm gonna miss them. See, Matt and April, they used to be our neighbors. We lived in a duplex we rented, and it was a side-by-side duplex. Matt and April lived on this side, we lived on that side. And we were neighbors for like 5 years. And then we bought houses. This was the first time that we've lived beside them since then. Our room is right next door to their room. It was like a family reunion almost. And now that's coming to an end. So we said our goodbyes, we said our farewells. This is the first time we've been neighbors with them in 12 years. And we were reunited as neighbors here at the RIU Republica. Reunited, and now it was over. But it's okay, because we'll meet again.
See, Matt and April are like family to us. And family isn't just about biology. It's about the people who stand by us with love and support, and the special moments we share together.
I'm sorry, I gotta.
Goodbye, guys. Good luck to you. It's been real.
Bye, Matt and April. We'll meet again. We'll meet again another day. Another vacation. At another resort. Maybe a cruise one day, guys. Hey, cruise? I haven't seen Matt and April on a cruise yet.
Have a safe flight. You guys have a long travel day.
That's up to them. I don't know.
Okay. Bye, guys. Sad day.
We're gonna miss them.
Makes me so sad. And like that, they were gone.
It's our last day here at the RIU Republica. We're gonna have to make the best of it. One more day to party, then it's back to reality. But yeah, we're just gonna have fun, enjoying the day, show you some of the things that we have not showed you yet. Just gotta wrap up this vacay. Got a lot of things to cover today, boys and girls. We're gonna be going over our final opinions on this resort. Who is this resort for? All that good stuff. So, got a lot of things to cover. Yeah, I have heard people talking about the room stinking, smelling like mold, smelling all funky. Our room, though, it does smell kind of funny in here. Oh.
Kind of got a later start to the day. It was kind of cloudy. It's like, oh, not another one of these days. We already had like a whole day of clouds, and then it rained, and I was like, oh man, today better not be like that day. Well, by the time we got to the beach, it was sunny again, and it was like, hey, we're gonna try to jump on these opportunities when we can. When the sun comes up, we're going to the beach. We got a margarita first, starting off the day right. Headed out to the beach. I'm gonna miss this beach. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I was super shocked about this beach. It was just a great looking beach. there were some clouds developing and we were like, oh man, it's gonna rain. We went to the restroom, we're like, we gotta leave the beach now because it's probably gonna start pouring, right? By the time we got out, it was starting to rain and it was good timing for us to just go and get out and get some lunch. Then for lunch, we ate at the buffet, one of the buffets that we haven't eaten at yet, La Altagracia. Brandy got mozzarella sticks again. They had mozzarella sticks at this buffet, but not the same experience that she had the other day, which I'm sure they came from the same place, but they weren't as fresh at the buffet. The other night, they were delicious. Today at the buffet, not so much. So another inconsistency there. So we had mimosas and our server was really quick to keep filling up our glasses. He was right on it. But we chilled at the lobby for a bit. My moment's good to me.
Oh my God, I cannot get it. Got it.
Get it? All right.
My favorite bar today was the lobby bar. They make some super good drinks.
Ooh. No. You know what that tastes like? A Band-Aid.
It was kind of like raining on and off. We're like, man, is this day ever gonna clear up? What's going on? You never know what the weather's gonna be like when you're on vacation. You just gotta make the best of it, right? I remember being on the phone with Brandy's mom because we were talking to our son, Adric, on the phone. We're like, yeah, it just looks like maybe it's gonna be on and off raining today, but boo-hoo. And like 20 minutes later, the sun just came out and the skies cleared up and blue skies. And it was like it didn't rain at all. So started making our way back towards the beach and discovered something that we hadn't seen before. Last full day, we are still discovering things here at the RIU Republica. Probably because, you know, we've been drinking the whole time, but it was a palm tree oasis. Secluded, palm trees everywhere, and yes, they have a little place back there where you can get a massage if you pay a little extra.
We're right next to the massage tables.
I'm assuming you have to go to sign up for that at the spa.
There's like little areas there that you can like chill out, hang out, and relax. I kind of wish I would have found that at the beginning because I could totally see where people would like relax and read a book and nap and all the wonderful things that people like to do on vacation right there.
If you came out here in the morning and you just wanted to relax, you could lay in one of these chairs and just all day relax.
At night, I think that that's probably where the place where not great things happen. Or great things, whatever.
There's no way that these chairs are clean and free of body things.
But at night, I'm thinking that that's where people go to hide, to do funky things.
And out of nowhere, this sudden feeling came over Brandy.
I'm really feeling this spot right here.
To be honest, I have no words. It's times like these I reflect on our marriage, and I think I made the right choice. I don't know what compelled her. Maybe it was the booze. I don't know.
This is the weed whacker.
But whatever it was a magical moment. As we were walking around, we stumbled across Scuba Caribe.
Scuba Caribe is a nice little addition to the RIU Republica. We have this at the RIU Reggae as well. Not 100% sure if they're at every RIU, but they've been at the RIUs we've been to. You can book little excursions. They're affordable excursions, actually. They're not that pricey. You can go on snorkeling events. There's scuba diving. There's shopping ones. There's all kinds of different excursions. And you book it on the beach of your resort. We've booked through Scuba Caribe at the RIU Reggae, and that's where we did our excursion there. So if you want to check that video out, that was booked through
RIU Reggae Jamaica.
Well. But we have not booked through this resort. I got a pamphlet on it. They have like little kiosks by the pool where you can get some information.
Now let's take a moment to highlight a few things that we might have missed. We explored the Renova Spa's hot tub and plunge pool, but missed out on the Turkish showers and sauna. Didn't even know they existed. Massages, facials, and other spa services are available for an extra fee. Check the RIU app for details and prices. There's also a gym on site, perfect for burning off those extra calories. And if you're looking for activities, RIU Republica has plenty to offer, from sports like volleyball and soccer to fitness classes and dance lessons, which we were in desperate need of. As for entertainment, we caught some of the nightly shows, which were a mixed bag. There's a casino, but not on site. It's at a nearby RIU resort, but I guess there's free transportation there. Want to know what's happening at RIU Republica today? Download the RIU app and see the latest, most up-to-date information on the resort's offerings. Got our one last little peek at the craziness happening at Aquamar. That hasn't been too crazy. It's just, you got the partiers of the resort. That's where they're going to be. If you're not much of a partier, avoid it. That's all you got to do. You'll be okay. Really, any of the swim-up bars kind of have like more of a party vibe. So if you're not into all that, just stay away from the swim-up bars areas and you'll be fine. But it's just the Aquamar is the one that's turn up a little more at that bar. But we didn't see anything too crazy, but doesn't mean that doesn't happen. I could see some crazy stuff happening there. Being the old people that we are, we went and hung out at the quiet pool, which is the pool in between Aquamar and La Ola. Just hung out there for a little bit. All right, it's time to get in this pool. Brandy, she's chicken when it comes to water. I don't know what her problem is. Like, she has a temperature issue.
Brandy says that these pools are cold to her and everything, but I have not experienced that at all. Yes, at first, it might be a little chilly, depending on the time of year, right? They're warm. She's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about.
No, I'm not.
They feel great. I'm about to pull you into the water. I am.
Brandy, I'll have a towel in 20 minutes. It'll be okay. Come on. I don't think I've ever been in a swimming pool where she didn't think it was cold at first. Every swimming pool she thinks is cool. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. She's got a weird chill factor. That's just Brandy. I've seen more butt cheeks at this resort than I have at any resort yet.
Oh, agree 100%. Not only have we seen more butt cheeks, but females' bikinis just get smaller and smaller and smaller. This is the first resort that I can honestly say I've ever seen a butt. You can't use that.
There was one girl, her top was like, didn't even fit her. Like, clearly. It was just barely covered her nip. It wasn't like even made for her size. It was like she stole her sister's top.
Don't judge.
Her little sister's.
The cheaper the resort you go to, the smaller the swimsuits.
There are some beautiful people here at this resort. I will say that. So if you're coming here for that, but there's also a lot of them that I've seen some lip injections that gone wrong. And boobs gone wrong too. I've seen a lot of hack jobs.
Butt cheeks
I've seen fake butt cheeks.
Yeah, they look like they're misshapen. And it's sad to me because they spent a lot of money on those butt cheeks and they were done poorly. Oh God, it feels good in here now. Okay, now it's not so cold.
See, it's not bad, is it?
Beginning of the day, it was kind of cloudy and rainy, and we're like, oh no, not another one of these days. The sun came out now, as you can see, and it's beautiful as ever. If you're looking at the weather before you come here and see that there's rain in the forecast every day.
You never look at the weather before you go because it's going to say rain, 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 rain.
You're in the tropics and it rains in the tropics.
But then it rains for 5 minutes and then it's beautiful. And then it rains for 5 minutes and it's beautiful.
Occasionally you'll have some rainy days.
Yeah, well, we've had more rainy days. Don't get me wrong.
Nobody's really 100% sure what the weather's going to be like day to day, and chances of rain are always a possibility, really.
But you'll have rain, and then it's like, normally it's very short, and then it gets back to being weather like this. Beautiful, sunny, hot.
Brandy was getting hungry, so we went to the sports bar again.
We just went to the sports bar. I love the snacks, but the one thing I don't like about the snacks is there is one set of tongs for all the items. There was no tongs for the hamburgers today, so James had to use a tongs from something else to get a hamburger out. They need more tongs.
One set of tongs. So if there was a bunch of people in there at once, how many people were reaching in there and grabbing that stuff with their hands? I bet you. I seen some people in the bathrooms not washing their hands and stuff, and then they're going to the bars and touching putting their hands in the hamburgers. That didn't stop me from eating a hamburger though. Brandy's a nacho girl. So Brandy got some nachos again. She likes mozzarella sticks and nachos. She could probably live off of both of them the rest of her life if she had to.
But I love the nachos. Add some jalapenos to them. They're delicious. James got a burger, which I've been wanting to get a burger, but...
She convinced me to get a hamburger. Not the greatest buns, not the greatest hamburger, but was not bad.
There's something a little weird about it, but I'm not sure what it is. The meat.
It's probably because it's cat.
But not the greatest either. I put a bunch of condiments on it and it was okay, right? No mayo though. It's the only thing I was missing. I like the mayo. RIU, what are you doing? Get some mayo.
They need french fries.
Whiskey sour. Not bad. It's like the cheap version of a whiskey sour, but it does the job.
Someone was walking out and said, "Welcome to the quietest sports bar you'll ever be in." She must have just got here. James turned around and said, "Wait till 1 a.m. Yeah, it's quiet during the day, which is what I think people like about it. And then as the day goes on and people get rowdier and rowdier, and then it's the only place that's open. So it's the only place that gets service."
After all that, we headed back to our room to freshen up for our final evening at RIU Republica. Sometimes when you're on vacation, you gotta make some tough decisions. And the one that I'm struggling with right now is,
which one of these liquors do I want right now?
is it gonna be gin?
Vodka?
Wrong.
Or maybe it's scotch? I don't know. We'll see. I've just decided I think I'm gonna do the gin because all the other bottles are lower. I wonder if the maids ever I wonder if they ever steal the alcohol. Right? I think I already changed my mind because I don't have anything good to mix the gin with in my fridge right now. I think I'm gonna go safe and go with the rum. The rum and Pepsi. It's kind of sad. It's our last night here, the RIU Republica. You know what time it is, Brandy?
Bedtime?
Party time.
Party time.
It's party time.
So tonight we went to dinner at the Culinarium. It's like a local cuisine. The menus are rather small, but there's only a few words on there I could pronounce, like beef, shrimp, quinoa. The other words on there I didn't understand, so I got some kind of beef quinoa meal. I didn't get anything with seafood because I learned my lesson. James did.
Both things that I ordered from the menu looked exactly like they do in the pictures. Yeah, the food was like everything else at this resort, average.
The staff there was fantastic. They seemed to all work very well. Someone came over, realized we didn't have any more water. He snapped his fingers, told the girl agua, and they brought over water. Another guy brought over wine. Like, they worked well as a team. My plantain, James said it tasted like butt. I took one bite of it and I'm like, oh, that's not for me.
It was not good.
But the Culinarium, I thought overall it was a pretty good experience. It wasn't a buffet style. It was one of the few here that seemed to be like a sit-down service.
The Culinarium experience was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but I walked away from there and my stomach starts feeling a little gurgly.
That food that we just had, not sitting right with me.
I don't know what it was, but I did have a little bit of seafood on my dish.
So the one restaurant we didn't eat at was Taj Mahal. It wasn't at the top of the list for us to try, but after my experience yesterday, with getting sick from the food the night before, I was a little hesitant to do any kind of foods that have a lot of bad reviews, and that was one of them, so I stayed clear. I kind of looked at the menu, I'm like, I'm not sure if there's anything there that my stomach and my brain would be okay with me eating. And I do love Indian food, but my stomach is just a little bit weak these last few days, so we don't need to test it. After dinner, we took a stroll around the resort, and I tell you, this resort is beautiful. It is just a beautifully lit resort at night. It's gorgeous where it is lit.
Walking around doing our last rounds here at RIU Republica.
We were walking around the pools, the party pool especially. There were an unbelievable amount of drink cups, containers, just absolutely everywhere.
Oh, look, there's still glasses and stuff out at the pools.
The ones that people just sat down and walked away, which is not right also, right? We should pick up after ourselves. However, the pool was so unbelievably cloudy, it was disgusting. And there was just trash absolutely everywhere. I've never seen anything like it.
Usually there's someone comes and picks up after people. It almost seems like all the staff from when the pool bars close down, they just leave and either go to other bars or whatever they have to tend to in the resort. And then there's no one there to come pick up after the people that hung out afterwards. Drinks left over everywhere, sitting around in the pool and just everywhere. All around this resort, it seems like nobody's picking it up.
Cups have been here since we got in. They've been here 2 days, same cups.
they're not hiring enough people or something. I don't know what's going on, but I've never seen it before. That's all. Seems a little trashy.
This pool right here is much clearer.
The karaoke tonight there,
That's pretty cool. I think April would have had a lot of fun today if she was there.
Brandy and April love karaoke, but April left earlier today, so she didn't get to experience that. We heard a woman sing her lungs out, all different kinds of stuff. What's one thing I like about this resort, though, are all the different nationalities that you have here at this resort. You get a good mix of people here. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that, different cultures and all that stuff. I think it's cool.
There were some assumptions that would be made that we were going to party hard at this resort. And yes, we had our moments, but tonight we did not deliver. So at the end of the night,
We still had some party left in our souls.
we decided to double fist it
We made our way to the sports bar. We double fisted some drinks.
in our hotel room on the last night
We partied our night away.
and give it all we got. The last bit of energy.
Our last night at the RIU Republica.
And we did. Party on.
With every dance move, we relived the incredible moments of this budget vacation. A roller coaster of emotions. Some that haunted our thoughts long after we left.
It's that time. Travel day.
RIU Republica is a budget-friendly resort that can offer good value. Our room was clean and functional, although it did show signs of wear. Unlike some rooms, ours didn't have any musty odors, and we appreciate the liquor stations and outdoor spaces.
Vacation's over. It's over.
Cabin door. We do need to have all passengers seated with seatbelts fastened, all handheld, portable electronic devices in the game or airplane mode at this time. Flight attendants prepare doors for departure and stand by for roll call.
The resort's highlights are its affordable price, numerous pools, and beautiful beach. The pools offer various options, including handicap-accessible features, and the water slides are just a fun bonus. The beach is stunning with plenty of seating. The drinks are below average, so ask for specific brands if you want slightly better options. The food varied in quality, with some dishes being enjoyable and others causing stomach problems. We also noticed issues like mislabeled items. However, if you're not too picky, the food should be okay. The staff was mostly friendly, and the resort offers a variety of activities, though we didn't try everything. The resort is large enough to find peace and quiet, even when it's busy. Our main complaint is that the resort is plagued by inconsistencies, ranging from unpleasant sewage smells to encounters with rude guests. The management seemed disorganized, and there were noticeable lapses in cleanliness, security, and maintenance. Overall, RIU Republica could be a good choice for a budget-friendly beach vacation. But if you're expecting luxury, you might be disappointed. This resort is what you make of it. While it's one of the worst RIU resorts we've stayed at, it was also the cheapest. If you keep your expectations low, you might love it. Ultimately, it's up to you. Regardless of its shortcomings, we had a good time there. In the beginning, I said that we were going to create the greatest travel series of all time. All time. This one might not have hit the mark, but we're not giving up.
Okay, will you stop talking?
So Brandy and I tried something different with our next series. We did our first ever 3-day booze cruise on a different cruise line. Could this little budget taster cruise produce the greatest travel series of all time? Well, I guess you'll have to come back and find out.
I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Just remember, I love you all.